Hi, my name is Andrea and welcome to Andrea's Reading Room, which is my book booktube channel where I talk about the books I read. And for this video, I'm going to talk about the books I'm reading for November or plan to read for November. And 4 of these are books that I didn't manage to finish in October. The first of which is A Shadow in Summer by Daniel Abrams, and this is the first book in the Long Price Quartet, and I'm enjoying it so far, so I'm looking forward to finishing it, and that's what I plan on doing in November. The second one I need to finish in November that I've already started is House of Chains by Steven Erikson, and this is the 4th book in the Madison Book of Fallen series. And well, I'm a bit stuck because I'm not always in the mood to read Madison, but then I get in the mood and then I read a lot of it. So we'll see. I try to get myself back into the mood to read it, and hopefully I manage to finish it by the end of the month, because I need to at least finish one of the books this year, or I'm going to feel like I failed myself most. So the third book is Small Pleasure by Claire Chambers, is her name. And I've started this on audiobook because this is one of the books on my list of physical books to read in 2022, and haven't read any of them, so I need to finish at least this one. So I've made some progress because I always seem to fail these goals I set myself, but I'm going to try at least one. And this book is, it's about a journalist investigating a virgin birth, and it's intriguing. I'm not sure I like where it's going, if it's going where I think it's going, so we'll see if it actually goes where I think it goes, but I'm going to finish that this month. And the next book I started like yesterday, which is Ace by Angela Chen, and this is a book about asexuality, and since I identify myself as asexual, I find it interesting to see other aces' perspective, and that's why I picked up this book. And it's interesting so far, but not all of it is completely new to me, since I've read up on this while discovering it myself. But I'm going to finish that one. So next I have this chunker, which is the Letters of J.R.R. Tolkien, and I'm not really planning to finish this in November, but it's on my November TBR because I'm planning on reading it. But I'm being generous on giving myself until the end of the year for this one, because it's hard just reading letter per letter all the time, so I need to split it up just a couple of days. So that's still on my November TBR, even if I don't have any plans on finishing it, but I would be really happy if I actually did manage that. Next I have, this is a bind-up of both A Shadow in Summer and A Betrayal in Winter. So if I get finished with the first one, I want to get finished with the second one, so I can, check off this ideology as read, since that this is the edition that I'm actually reading. So that's also on my November TBR, and if not, I might have to extend it to December, but hopefully not. And next on the list I have Night of Knives by E.N.C. Eslemont, and this is also set in the Malazan world, and I haven't read any of Eslemont's books yet, so this will be the first one, because I've heard that this set place, well, it kind of at the same time as the prologue for Goddess of the Moon, if I remember correctly. At least that's what I believe, so I'm not that afraid of spoilers, but it's a really short book, so I'm looking forward to have this ticked off. And then I'm planning to read Augustus by John Williams, and I'm not sure what this book is about, except that it is in ancient Rome, and it's a historical book. So I'm going in completely blind, which is often my preferred method, and I'm hopeful that I will enjoy it, so I later can discuss it with other people. But this is one of the books that I'm going to try to prioritize, so I can finish it before half the month is done, because the other part of the month I need to focus on another book for another read along thing, which is The Cloud Cuckoo Land by Andrew Ryan. So that's the one I'm going to try to do the second half of the month. I'm doing both of them on audio, so I can do other things while I'm at it. So hopefully I'm going to manage to fit in both of them this month. Will we see. I know Cloud Cuckoo Land is a sci-fi, and it's going to be a little strange going from an historical to a sci-fi book. Other than that, I don't know much about them, but I'm looking forward to exploring as I go into them. Then I actually checked my Kindle this month, and apparently I have a collection named Want to Read in 2022, and I've only read 3 of them. So the next books on my TBR are from that category, and if I manage all my reads, I'm going to pick more of those books to read from. But the 2 I've picked up for this one is Waking Up Married by Reese Ryan, and this is, I believe it's a snotty book. It's about, well, I don't remember her name, but she wakes up married to this guy, and it's pretty much in the title what the premise is, so I'm looking forward to it, even though it's the 5th book in a series, I believe. I don't know if it really matters which book you start with, so I'm going to start with this one, because it fulfills a prompt that I need to do for one of the challenges I do this year. That's why I picked it. Another one I picked, which is, well, the prompt was TBR veteran, and in this list of books I wanted to read in 2022 was Ice Dragon by D.K. Hornberg, and this was the first Kindle book I bought when I got my Kindle, so it's definitely a TBR veteran, so hopefully I get around to actually finish it and can continue with the books in that series, because I collected them because I had the first one. So that's all the books I'm going to put on my November TBR, which I have right here. There, I have no idea if it's in the picture or not, but I've written them up here so I can check them off when I finish them. So that's it for my November TBR, and well, we just have to see at the end of the month if I actually manage to read all of them or some of them, or if I fail completely. You never know, but I hope you stayed this far, even though I'm awkward. But if you find any of this book interesting, or you're planning to read them, or I've read them, please tell me in the comments if you have the time. I hope you have a good November and end of October. Bye!